Hi everyone, as you might have seen in my previous video, I started recreating the 8-bit guy's studio that he uses at home for his YouTube channel. Yeah, maybe something strange that you will find here on my YouTube channel, but I'm always interested, that's the way I have to say it, in doing this kind of things. I love creating 3D worlds, maybe on a basic level, because I'm not really, I think, very expert at this, because some people already started creating beautiful worlds with Unreal Engine 5. Unfortunately, this is way out of my league. I'm using GTKRadiant to create my 3D worlds, so it's basic. But for me, it's more than enough. What I was saying about the 8-bit guy, well, I love his videos. I'm already a subscriber for about 8 years, I think. And he creates amazing content when it comes to computers, about restoring them, retrobriding. I never heard of that word before I saw his channel. So for me, this is also something that just blew my mind, how you still can get those beautiful restoration results of something that from plastics that turned yellow, and you can turn it back to its original color. Man, that's amazing. And for the moment, I have a little bit of an itch at my nose. My apologies for that. So, and that's also one of the reasons that I found his YouTube channel, because I was starting to looking for this kind of things, how you can restore computers, how computers really work, what bits are, and everything like that. I already found it on his YouTube channel. And unfortunately, I live on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. So for me, it's next to impossible to go over there to visit his YouTube studio. So I'm doing this from my YouTube studio here in Belgium. So apologies that it's maybe not as good as his studio, but maybe, hopefully one day he will discover this video and he says, well, come to America, to the USA, and visit my YouTube channel, because I would love to do a behind the scenes movie for him, because for him, it's also a one-man job. He has to do everything. He has to do his own camera work, also editing afterwards. He has to do everything on his own, like me for this video. And so maybe one day I will get the opportunity to get overseas, over the Atlantic Ocean, a 12-hour flight to Dallas, where he lives at Fort Worth. So we will see. But like I said, I've recreated his YouTube studio at his home. It's about 90% finished. I'm quite happy for the moment, but there is still some small things that I have to do. Like, for example, at the bookshelves, I still have to add some boxes or something like that. I will see what I will do. Also, in the workbench down below, you all see these empty spaces. Maybe I'm gonna fill it up with computers like he does, but maybe I have to find textures to add these to the level that I'm creating. So we will see how it gets in the near future. But like I said, I'm doing this with the software called GTKRadiant. And as you can see in this screenshot, that's how the program looks like. And this view is from the top. You have 3 different kind of views: the top, the side, and the front. And also, as you can see on the right side, you also have the 3D view of the things that you are creating. I had to do a lot of creating of textures on my own, because, yeah, these textures you can't find in the game that I'm using it for, because the game is called Return to Castle Wolfenstein. That's a game that I still love to play, and I have to use this game for seeing you this video. Like, what do I mean? So you can see with this game how the YouTube studio of the 8-bit guy looks like. That was the thing that I wanted to say. So I hope you enjoy this video, and also got a comment on the last video that everything looks really amazing and close to the real thing. But in this video, it's just a little bit better. So I hope you enjoyed this video, how his YouTube studio was recreated by me. And if you have a comment, just drop it down below. Thank you and enjoy this video. And now we're inside the game of Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and you can see the outside of the studio of the 8-bit guy that I have recreated. It's a little bit different than the previous video because I changed the skybox so that the color of the outside of his studio is a little bit more like in real time. And now it's time to go inside to see what changed. This is still the same as the previous video, so you can see the leftover hexagons on the other wall. You also see the workbench with the same color as the VIC-20 that he also has in his own studio. And you can see I've also looked at the details for recreating this leftover hexagon panel. On this side you can still see the Planet X3 poster and his golden YouTube plaque, and also the window for looking outside of this second studio. And I think it's maybe 98% correct. I think the lighting is not perfect yet, but here you can also see the sofa and also some cupboards on the other side of this second room. And now it's time to go. You see the golden plaque again. Now it's time to go inside the main studio, and as you can see, it changed a lot. First of all, maybe the first thing you have to see is the lighting has changed, and I also tried to recreate the same light that he has in his studio. This is the view that we all know of his YouTube videos, and you can see that I have changed these lights. It's a little bit better than the previous square that I've created. So this looks like his real lights in his studio as well. You can see the 4 lights that he has. And also added the air conditioning box that he also has in his main studio. Now it's time to see also something really strange. This is also something that he uses to frame his shots. So a mannequin head that he puts on a tripod. And now we go behind the workbench. And this is how it looks like. And you can also see the camera that it resembles a camera. And you can also see some small views of the view screen of his camera as well. So I tried also to recreate it, as you can see. Yeah, I also do most things about when it comes to details. I love recreating details. This is the shelves that are behind him, also still empty, but I'm also gonna try to recreate that as much as possible. This is the main workbench. We go to the front of the workbench, and there I also have to add some computers on these shelves like it's in his real studio as well. But I think that's gonna take some time to look up the textures of these computers, and hopefully I will find them. These are the bookshelves where also he puts all his stuff on for creating his YouTube studios, like Windex, like his soldering iron, everything. This is a close-up of the air conditioning. It's maybe not 100% perfect, but I just looked up on a texture on Google, and I imported it in GTKRadiant, and that's the result. So you can see how this studio looks like, and yeah, I'm quite happy with this result. Also something that I just almost forgot to show you, and that's also this small black box that I recreated. That's for his aluminium band on his workbench, because sometimes it's also important not to have a short to electrify yourself. That was the word I was looking for. So I hope you are also very happy with this result. I'm really happy with it, but I'm still gonna keep working on it, and maybe see you next time. Bye.